The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome everyone in joining our Gen Z webinar, The Importance of Continuous Learning with Salesforce. My name is Sam Gerards and I am Sales and Marketing Manager at Gen Z. Before we kick off, we wanted to give you a short introduction of our company. Gen Z is a silver Salesforce partner within the Benelux region with more than 25 experienced Salesforce consultants delivering state-of-the-art solutions. As part of the Kronos Group, we collaborate with other competence centers and can rely on a network of more than 2,000 technical specialists in a wide range of business domains and technologies. Our headquarters is based in Antwerp, but we have several satellite offices within the Benelux region. Most of you know Salesforce as a cloud pioneer since the 90s and started with a focus on CRM. Now, it's a single platform to intelligently connect and engage customers across sales, service, marketing, communities, analytics, commerce, Internet of Things, and custom applications. Some interesting references for which we deliver added value. As you can see, we work within international companies as well for SMB, all in different industries like real estate, energy sector, telecom, pharma, and so on. As Gen Z, we provide the following services. First is the business optimization process. It can be very insightful for customers working with Salesforce for quite some time to review their processes, check user adoption in order to establish some quick wins and optimization tracks. A to Z implementation. We will unpack your Salesforce licenses and tailor to your company needs. We integrate your CRM with companies' websites, web shops, ERP, and so on. We have experienced Salesforce developers who can help with building apps lightning fast or with in-depth customization of your Salesforce platform. Also, after the project implementation, we can assist you with support. Training and coaching, we can assist for new and existing Salesforce customers. We can provide admin, end user, technical or custom training sessions. Now, let me first introduce Marina Koorman. Marina is our certified Salesforce instructor, which has more than 12 years expertise in CRM and profound knowledge of Salesforce.com. On behalf of Salesforce University, she provides yearly more than 15 public and private Salesforce training courses. For some other big Salesforce customers, she will collaborate in setting up the end-user training curriculum. To conclude, Marina is our training expert. Now, before we can start, if you have any questions, during the webinar, all attendees will be in listen-only mode and questions can be posted. At the end of the webinar, we will have some time to answer your questions. Now, let me introduce or give the floor to Marina Koorman.
Hi, thank you, Sam, for this wonderful introduction. So my name is Marina, and today we're going to talk a bit about continuous learning in your organization. So as you can see on the slide, Benjamin Franklin was already big in favor of continuous learning. And he said at a certain point in time, tell me and I forget, teach me and I might remember, but involve me and I will learn. And that is basically the core of any training that you provide to your users. So, training, be it face-to-face, virtual, or by means of e-learning, is hot these days. And for a very good reason. If done right, it can produce great results by decreasing costs and improve the performance in your company. Not only will trainees increase their skills, but they will feel more confident to do their job, making them happy employees who know what they are doing and who can find the right information at the right time. Now, training is more than reading a manual or following a seminar. Training is scenario based, showing exactly what the employee are facing every day in their job and then showing them how to improve results, spend less time searching, and meeting deadlines earlier and easier. Now, effective training also lets students participate by means of questions, knowledge checks, and sometimes even a test. Now, why will dedicated people never stop learning? Well, for one, learning is the minimum requirement for success in any field. Information and knowledge on everything is increasing on a daily basis. This means that your knowledge as a user must increase to keep up. To grow in your job requires that we keep on growing and learning long after our formal schooling is done. The more we're able to know and the more skills we acquire, the more value we can offer to our employers. And that places you, of course, in an upward spiral of growing income and emotional well being. Well known business author and change agent Tom Peters calls it cultivating the towering competence. And that means becoming the very best at what we do by continuing to learn and hone our skills and capabilities to the point where they become highly regarded and sought after by coworkers, managers, and professional peers. So, why do dedicated people never stop learning? Um, So, on a professional level, continuous learning is about the constant expansion of skills and skill sets through learning and increasing knowledge. As life changes, we need to adapt both professionally and personally if we want to adapt ourselves to those changes. On a professional level, continuous learning is about further expanding our skill set in response to a changing environment and new developments. And this is very important because we are called to respond on daily challenges. So, as you can see on the slide, people who adopt the continuous learning concept will feel more competent in doing their job. It will increase their motivation and their job satisfaction because they know what they are doing. And it will also, and that's maybe the biggest part, increase their value both to themselves and to the company. Now, why should companies invest in training? Well, in the organization, continuous learning has to do with shaping a team to adapt to changes in the business environment. Now, this is very important because the ever changing economic climate demands that any team be up to date with the latest knowledge and also be flexible and easily adaptable to any changes that may be required. Embracing a culture of investing in people has played a major role in companies training their employees rather than hiring new people, which can be much more costly on different levels. Most companies nowadays want to invest in retraining their talent and developing that pool of talent so they keep employees well trained and up to date in order to respond to the company's ever changing needs. This also develops a sense of trust and keeps employees engaged and interested since new skills are constantly added to their arsenal. Apart from saving money, continuous learning is a means for a company to show its employees that they are worth investing in. Now, why should companies invest in training? Well, providing training allows employees to better understand the impact their role has in the organization. Investing in employees also demonstrates that the company cares about their continual development and progress. They feel more valued, and this improves motivation and engagement, as we already discussed. Employee efficiency is thereby increased, and they are better equipped to deal with effectively new customers. Specific customer-facing or service training programs focus on problem-solving and organizational skills. Training employees on the same set of competences gives them a standard process to deal with customers, which in the end gives them a more consistent and professional experience. Often, trained employees are able to address the concern of the customer at the first point of contact, which greatly increases the customer satisfaction. And this increased motivation and engagement, coupled with the new skills created, improved customer service in many companies. Now, the improved manner in which employees interact with customers leads to customers feeling appreciated and respected, and this is critical to any company's continued success. Increased customer satisfaction means pleased customers who are more open to additional sales messages and are more likely to refer others as potential customers. So basically, what quality customer service training achieves is higher customer retention, the acquisition of new customers, reduced employee turnover, and increased sales. So what types of training can we offer? Well, as you see on the slide, we can train people in new functionalities. That could, for instance, be the introduction of a new Lightning interface, or enable them to work with the mobile applications of Salesforce. We also have a program that helps employers create a training set for onboarding new employees so that they will have a basic application training, and they will also be trained on processes. Now, the third part is the refresher courses, and that basically ties in with what we have discussed today. People need to be retrained on a regular basis, be it in skills they already know but maybe haven't used, and also, of course, in new skills they require to adapt to the ever-changing environment. Now, there is different formats in which we can provide this. So first of all, there is this classroom training, which is used by most companies. If you are working with satellite offices, that can also include virtual training. And there is also the possibility to provide you with a set of e-learning materials so that everyone can learn at their own pace. As far as the training materials are concerned, we basically go with what you want. But principally, it means that we provide classical material, which is a manual, which can be used as a reference guide. Those classical materials usually are built up with first a piece of theory, then a demonstration, and then the users can have a go at doing it themselves. We can also provide instructional movies, which are usually very short and tailor to little pieces of information or skills that they need to acquire. We can also provide quick reference guides, which allow users to quickly look up something that they might have forgotten or are not really 100% sure of how to do. And then there is, of course, the e-learning, for which we use the tool Articulate, and that really gives us a whole plethora of possibilities that we can offer there. And then last but not least, there is the Trailheads. And for those of you who are not familiar with the Trailheads, this is free learning that Salesforce offers. So everyone with a Salesforce license can use the Trailheads. Now, the Trailheads are very successful, but that means that currently there are so many trails and modules that sometimes it's not so easy to find your way around. So what we can do is help you create a specific trail with modules that you need in your company so that your users just need to go to the trail and follow to the end. As we've already said, we can provide different kinds of training. So that could be technical training, training administrators, training your technical people, giving support to sales and marketing teams, but we can also provide process training, right? So we, of course, will provide training for the Salesforce fundamentals, but we also take your processes and match them to the Salesforce environment and make this as a whole. So where can we provide this training? Well, basically everywhere where you need it. So we've already provided training in Belgium, Europe, the US, so in also Asia. So it doesn't matter where your team is, we can provide the training wherever you need it. And we are fortunate enough to be able to provide that training in 4 languages: English, Dutch, French, and German. So, if there are questions, we are ready for you to answer them. So how do you do that? You will see in your GoToWebinar control panel a little hand. If you click on it, we will see it appear and we can listen to your question and give an answer. If you'd rather put your questions in writing, you can use the box at the bottom of your control panel and write the question on it. We will also, of course, provide a recording of this webinar and we will post it on the website. So if you have missed some points or if you want to review them again, please go to our website and you can review the recording of this webinar. So if there are no further questions, then I would like to thank you for being with us today. I hope it helped you somehow to find your way around training, e-learning, all kinds of things. And if you have any questions, please contact us on the details you see on your screen right now. And we are more than happy to support you with your training needs.